All right. What's going on, Shroud Crew? Welcome to Shroud Crew Mondays. And with me today is Brian. But first off, music in the background provided by Alex Grohl. It's called Wild Jungle. It's available on artlist.io. Brian, what's going on today?
What is going on? We somehow we are sitting here in beautiful Northern California, 71 degrees today, and we're lucky enough to have the world's worst thief make it to 5th level in Hyperborea, which is an extremely dangerous game. I first have to give a shout out to our cleric of Auroras. Without Varcoon, I would not be here to have this level up. But looking forward to being able to level Deaglan up and get 1 inch closer to his nefarious goals.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, so this is a new thing, and we're here today to make announcements. We're all happy you guys are enjoying our content on our Friday 8 p.m. Releases. They're going to continue as usual. Join us for those premieres and chat. It's usually pretty lively with some of the regulars. In addition, we're going to be starting to have regular Shroud Crew Monday releases as well, like this one. We'll have the odd shorter part or interlude that fits between the current acts. Stay tuned after this video. I'm going to release the next part that followed last Friday's episode. And sometimes we'll have announcements. There's another one coming at the end of this video that we'll talk about. I've started editing some of our earlier sessions to match our current prologue, acts, and epilogue format. I'm trying to keep the time under an hour. Look for those starting mid to late February. And we might have a dive or two into areas of Chromarium, NPCs, factions, creatures, whatever anybody has any questions about. Maybe we'll even roll some new characters. We haven't had any of those yet, but it could happen. Being Hyperborea.
It will happen. It will happen.
It will happen. Or like this episode, this session, what we're doing, character level ups, where we get to talk to the player, talk to the character, and see what's going up as they're going up. But please feel free to drop a comment if there's anything else you'd like to see us talk about, see us do. Maybe we can get into some funky drinking games. I don't know.
That's Hyperborean. That's definitely
for sure
for
it is.
it.
For sure it is. Maybe a card game or something. I don't know. We can figure something out. But let's get to this level up. With Deaglan moving up to level 5, I've heard some of the regulars enjoy whenever Brian gets excited with the fist pumps, and I can't say that I disagree. I love your enthusiasm, man. It is infectious. And I'll tell you, every game that I game with you in, everybody gets excited when you're playing.
Appreciate it, man. Like I said, this hobby is, I think it gives a lot of good memories to me. A lot of nostalgic good times. Everybody was in, their buddy's basement, playing games, and I don't know, just takes me back. I honestly, I get so just excited, and I don't know, I get lost, and I turn into a 12-year-old kid again, and I just can't help it. And but I think that's part of the attraction for me, especially being able to role play and stuff. Just kind of getting out of yourself and getting back to kind of those fun times with your buddies rolling dice and stuff. So I don't know. I just always associate that with a positive experience.
Math rocks is where it's at.
Exactly.
The nerd culture continues.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
so my question is, one of my questions, what is Deaglan and or Brian missing so far, other than thief roles?
Well, as you know, being the world's worst thief, throughout this whole campaign, just been constantly missing any of my thiefly skills, just to the point where it's just hilarious now. Fortunately, Deaglan has other opportunities. He's not just typically he's not just the dungeon delver. Really, he's I kind of when I came up with him, really because of his high intelligence and his ability to speak many languages, I figured like a more of a con artist kind of character came to mind. Somebody that could kind of go in and out between things, between these different cultures and maybe kind of assimilate in and figure things out, kind of that kind of thing. I didn't want to go spy kind of thing because I wanted him to be a little more a little more self-serving evil, a little more edgy, a little more. So I figured con man would be a little better than quote unquote spy for some big entity. And so that's kind of how I came up with Deaglan.
That's cool. I kind of look at him. Well, I mean, when you look at everybody's stats, he is the face of the party. He's with everybody else's charisma being down in the mid-range single digits, and yes. I don't know, his is what 12
yes.
or 12 or 13
I do look
or something?
a lot I do look a lot prettier when I walk into the bar and I'm surrounded by, Ka and no offense, he's a good looking moo, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, for sure.
So yeah, and it was funny too because I almost switched my intelligence score and the charisma score. I almost like finagled the points to go opposite, right? Because I was like, man, I just want to have a 17 charisma. That's awesome. I just want to be like super con man, pretty, like almost like Face from A-Team. Shout out Dirk Benedict if you know that, kids. If not, Google it. Yeah. But there's a couple people that couple inspirations that I kind of draw from that kind of created Deaglan in my mind. It was like a little bit, of Captain Jack, right? Definitely a little bit of Stevie Nicks, and a little bit of Steven Tyler, like kind of like all, yeah, kind of like mixed around, right? And then that's kind of how I kind of played him off. I love how the background I ended up getting a musician. So failed musician, perfect. Figured, wrote in the backstory that he was, very gifted musician at a young age, was able to get caught up by a couple bard groups and were able to kind of go to different parts of Hyperborea. This is where he learned his languages, as well as other musical instruments to play. So from being a small kid from the Khemri Celt small tribe to be plucked up and now, being in, Fazoom and playing in front of the Ixians and going, so he was able to be, he's kind of far traveled as far as that goes. Which I thought was kind of an interesting thing for this kid in a small, it's from a small Khemri Celt, how they are in a nomadic area where he's from. That's very, most of them don't end up, leaving the steppe lands where they kind of do. So him being able to see and experience all these different things, of course, not being a successful musician, of course, leads him down to the path of being broke in Port Zangarios and having to busk and play for money. And then, finding out other, meeting other, of course, it always starts with a nefarious girl. So he meets a nefarious girl and goes down a little darker path and discovers the the other things in life that he truly liked besides music, which were, lotus leaves and late nights and gambling and, you know, carousing with all sorts of individuals at a courtesan house, that kind of stuff that was open to him, right? So that's kind of where he ended up going down and finding his more thiefly and con man ways.
It's awesome. I can't wait. Can't wait to find out what everybody else is interested, or what inspired everybody else. Anyway, with level 5, let's roll some hit points.
Yes.
Roll us a d6 and see what pops up.
All right, here we go. This is what it's all about right here. Okay, so let's see here. Here we go. D6. Here we go, folks. We need this. We've been so lucky so far in our hit points. Look at us. We've been so lucky so far. We've been so lucky so far. Oh my gosh. Let's go.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah. Oh my god. Okay, so that's 6 huge points. Oh my god, that is excellent.
Is there a con bonus there?
No. Deaglan, Deaglan was
hit points.
Yeah, no, Deaglan he was double crossed and was poisoned by a better con man, con woman actually, and he almost died, which is why his constitution is not good.
Yeah. So with this one, we also have some new artwork. There it is. That's showing up here, but we'll give you the full look.
Let's go.
And,
Let's go.
We have a full on, but we'll shrink it down.
Let's go
for the icons. It's fun. I think the artwork is a lot of what drives me, drives my inspiration. But we see that the Deaglan's token, which is here, which will get used. We also have some flippable artwork on the other side to show some of the abject terror that Deaglan so often encounters.
You had to do it. With this
one, and I mean, Brian's reactions to most of the opponents he's facing is like nothing but head shaking and absolute terror on his face.
Oh, they're awful. They're awful.
I thought we'd share some with this with a token.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Because in the old days, your buddy would sketch something out or whatever. You'd have a little picture in the monster manual. You'd kind of, little black and white, And with this day and age, I mean, it's just nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
Just spewing onto the freaking screen at me, man. And I get so into it, because okay. And I always think it's gonna be something friendly and cool for us, because Deaglan's this and no, every time it's just nightmare fuel. It's just the worst possible, undead, shrouded, bleh. I mean, oh good. I'm just and every time I'm all right, well, it can't get worse. He can't outdo himself. And then the very next one, I'm really? Really? We just keep going? Yeah, exactly, man.
It'll get worse.
Oh, shit.
So, I want to ask, what's Deaglan most looking forward to moving forward?
Moving forward, Deaglan is most looking forward to setting up his people. Setting up his henchmen, getting henchmen, getting a foothold, and he believes he's got a couple ideas and a couple big cons still left in him, but he needs to have more than just, he needs to have a team to pull these certain cons off, and so that's kind of his future plans for the future. Is amassing this team of loyal loyal followers, henchmen, if you will. So that coupling with his good charisma, they'll have a bonus and all that. So it should lead to some interesting kind of longer cons. Being able to kind of set stuff up. I don't know, maybe run like a dog track or a card room. I don't know. Like there's always there's always something for a son of Rel. I also am gonna have to make sure that I set things right with the Church of Rel, because with the last adventure, I got really spooked with the Guardian, and it just ended up murder hobo. It just ended up a bad scene. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get back into Rel's graces and figure out how I'm gonna have to smooth that over.
That's kind of my next question. What is Deaglan most concerned about?
That's he's most concerned about, especially recently. And then the long-running thing that Deaglan's concerned about is the Spice Sultan's daughter, which he ran a long con with a group of adventurers on this Spice Sultan, Ixian Spice Sultan, a very rich merchant. Ended up conning with the daughter, leaving the daughter at the altar. And the daughter is like completely like a Carrie Fisher from the Blues Brothers. She's just a complete psychopath and a complete badass. And Deaglan is scared shitless of her. Absolutely. Because not only does she have the means to make things happen, but she's the kind of person that'll do it herself. Right? So it makes it even more dangerous. So Deaglan is always looking over his shoulder, because he's like a guy that robs Peter to pay Paul, but looking over his shoulder constantly for her, because that's the real, that's the real thing that he's afraid of.
But if you remember, during the Tower of Oracles, you lost some memory.
Yes, we did. So now we don't know.
And that was right. You don't know what she looks like.
No. So now we have an absolute psychotic Carrie Fisher, who Deaglan double looks over his shoulder and doesn't know why anymore. And eventually there's going to be, hell hath no fury as a scorned woman. So she's going to catch up with him, and he's going to have to pay. And hopefully that can be later than sooner. That's he had a couple plans and contingencies, but now he doesn't, because he forgot.
He forgot about it.
So he's gonna be a sitting duck. It's probably gonna talk with her and chat her up because he thinks she's attractive. That's what's gonna happen. Hey, what's your name? Hey, what's your name? Oh, she's gonna be pissed. You don't know who I am? No. What's your name? You look cute. Let's hook.
But time is running short.
Gotcha.
We wrap this one up. We also want to announce an upcoming convention, TotalCon, in Marlborough, Massachusetts, February 19th to the 22nd. Northwind Games is the full sponsor. Jeff Palanen, the author of the game, will be there running games, signing books, living the rock star life. Unlike us. However, our resident Viking archer Bob, also known as Bork, will be there running some games. They will have some introductory Hollow Shroud swag as well. Get your tickets now at TotalCon.com. Link will be in the description. You got anything else to add, Brian?
That was it, man. See you guys at the con, man.
That's
absolutely
cool. All right. And with that, we want to thank you for watching. And until next time, what does your victory look like?